Welcome back to Laurel Ridge Farms. In this video, we're going to show you a little bit of what our land was when we bought it and things we're doing to overcome some challenges. So, some progression of our farm. This is what our land looked like when we first bought it. The yellow area had already been cleared and most of it was wooded. And over time, the first thing we did was we had the area in blue mulched, and that allowed us to have a nice visual of our two very large live oaks, Alice and Charlie. We added our steel barn and then our house, and then we established a garden in the area at the rear of the yard, which is shown here in dark bluish green. As we've mentioned before, the soil is mostly sand, and so it's been a little bit of a challenge trying to amend it. But we do plan on expanding into the purple area. This would give us 25 beds across from east to west. Initially, right now they're 30 to 40 feet long, and eventually we'll make those 50 feet long with a tractor path in between them, and then another 25 beds further south that would also be 50 feet long. We want to make everything consistent and make everything as system-like as possible for efficiency. So we do have some limitations. First, there's time. We work full-time, and we're doing this during our time off. So that's a consideration. Second is money. We're not made of money for sure, and so everything's on a budget. And starting up a farm, there are many expenses before you ever start bringing in income. So we are trying to build now so that we have the infrastructure to support this farm later. And last, fertility. As we've mentioned, our soil is mostly sand, and we really need to build it up. So we have purchased bags of compost in the past, but it's really costly. It's not very efficient, and so we are moving to make our own compost. But how are we going to do that? So this truck is delivering a piece of that solution, but we're going to wait just a few minutes before we show you what that is. And this is yet another truck which has another piece of the solution. Hang tight. So this is some compost that it's got a lot of sand mixed in, but that's some stuff I've been working on now for the last year and a half. It's mostly wood chips that I raked up from around the yard where they mulched, but I'm going to be spreading this out into a new bed here. You can see the difference in color between that and the sand that we have here for soil. I did the same thing over here. So what I did is I set up this new bed. It has compost spread down underneath of it. And unfortunately, a lot of what I planted there, I did this a few days ago, it was like 100 degrees, literally. And I planted some pepper transplants there, and most of them did not make it. There's one that did. There's another leaf behind the tape measure. There's another. So a few of them made it. A lot of them didn't. I wasn't sure if they would or would not. So you can see here's a couple that made it. That's a random basil plant that I had that I stuck in there. The white fabric, first of all, should help to keep weeds down. And second, it should help to keep the soil from getting too hot. So next to it, I have some sweet potato slips that I put out. I'm going to be spreading that straw bale out in this path and around the sweet potatoes to help keep them cooled down, because a couple of them have even, looks like, succumbed to the heat, and I've been watering this
every day. Plus, we've been having a lot of showers lately. But when it's 100 degrees, it's pretty hot out here. So even sweet potatoes that love the heat are not doing that well. Maybe these will come back. Maybe they won't. We'll see. So that's a little update. However, I wanted to show you again the compost, because that's something we're working on to build this soil. I was buying bags of compost, and it's just, first of all, very expensive, labor intensive, and so I'm trying to make our own. And I know this is not perfect compost by any means, but it's better than nothing, and it's better than what I had here. So
welcome to the shade of Alice, our beloved live oak. There she is. So this is the area where we are making compost at the moment. So I have two piles. This one here I had just moved over into the garden, and I'm starting a second pile over here and alternating back and forth so I can turn them with the tractor. So you see there's some green matter there which I have not had before. That is grass clippings. And if you're making compost, it's best to use 2 parts brown material like wood chips or leaves, and 1 part green material. So the green material, if you have too much of that, it will become smelly like ammonia because it's too much nitrogen. And if you have too much brown, it just takes forever to break down, and it actually robs nitrogen from the soil. So if you have that combination, 2 parts brown, 1 part green, it'll break down quickly. And this is how I got that green grass clippings. I started mowing the grass with a push mower with the bag attachment, but it was taking forever. And that gets us to that first delivery from Lowe's, a Toro time cutter 0-turn mower, which has given me time that I certainly needed. But wait, what about the grass clippings? Well, the bagger didn't arrive yet. And I ordered the bagger from a company called 810, and I must say, they are an excellent company if you're ever looking for a bagger, lawnmower blades, or anything else that they make. I ordered the wrong bagger and did not fit. I'm trying to install it and nothing was lining up. So I called their customer service, spoke with a gentleman named Matt. He then discovered that I ordered the wrong bagger and went through and cross-referenced the parts in the bagger that I ordered versus the one that I should have ordered. And the very next day, I had a large box arrive with all of the right brackets and everything to make it so it would work on our mower at no charge. It was amazing. I would say that it's the best customer service that I have experienced in a long time, if not ever. So I definitely suggest 810 as a great source for anything like a bagger for a mower or anything else that they make. And no, I'm not sponsored by them or anybody else. So I bet you're wondering what was in the other truck, and here it is. It is a Mechmaxx wood chipper. This hooks onto the 3-point hitch on our tractor and uses the power takeoff to drive it. This is going to be a huge help as we clear the additional land for more growing plots, and it will provide wood chips, which is the other component that we need for our compost. This did take some investment, but again, we are building towards a farm tomorrow, and so it's all necessary.
Well, what do we have here? A Mechmaxx 3-point PTO wood chipper. A BX42S in orange, because they don't make red to match our tractor. Well, I've been pretty excited about getting this, folks, because in building our soil, we need wood chips. And I've tried like chip drop, haven't gotten a thing. Tried that for almost a year. So the only wood chips I had were what we scraped up from when we had an area of our property mulched almost a year and a half ago. So the other thing is we have a lot of area that we've got to clear some trees, and I don't like brush piles. I don't like snakes. I identify as Indiana Jones when it comes to snakes. So I don't like piles of brush. I have some over here that I've reluctantly made just because I had no place to go with the brush, and we were in a drought and couldn't burn it. So anyway, this I think is going to help us a lot. Between having grass clippings now from our zero-turn mower and bagger, and now having a wood chipper, we now have a source for the brown carbon and the greens that should work together to make some beautiful compost, which is going to help us tremendously to build our soil. I can't wait. So I have not opened this at all. So how to open it is going to be as much of a surprise to me as it is to you. I threw a couple tools on the back of my truck, so I'm going to have at it. You'll see as I do. I might have to get some more stuff. But it looks to me like we got some tabs here that we've got to bend over. I think if I straighten all these up around it, the top might come off, in theory. Well, there it is. Sides are down. That was really quick, wasn't it? Told you. Sides are down, and I'm going to cut this wrap off. And let's see, of course, it's backwards. If I was to back the tractor in over there to hook it up, but I'll work around it. I'll pull that light out. We'll be good. So I'm going to go ahead and finish unwrapping this, and then I'll pick you up once we're to that point where I can show you everything. So let's see, I got everything unboxed, and what we have is the pieces of the chute over here, the cover for the blade, and over there we have the discharge chute and the base for the chute. For the most part, it's together. The only thing I did do is the two lower pins for the 3-point hitch came in the envelope with the manual, so I did have to put those in. That was easy. So let's see how this goes with hooking it up. Okay, so I got the 3-point hooked up. I still have to lock the pins in, the stabilizers.
So I would say it took between an hour and an hour and a half to totally assemble everything, and that includes cutting the shaft to length. So I wasn't able to finish it in one day. I had to work the next day, and it was about 100 degrees working in the sun, and I just needed to take a break and pick it up a couple days later after my couple days of work. But here is the first time I actually tried it. I had trimmed these branches off of a live oak in front of the house. just as a test to see how it worked. Here comes the tractor, and let's see how she goes. So a little bit about this chipper. It's rated for up to 4-inch diameter, and to me, anything 4 inches or larger, I'm going to use as firewood anyway, so that is fine. The other thing, it uses a shear bolt as protection to the tractor if it gets jammed up. So from what I've seen in other videos, you should get some of those grade 5 shear bolts to have on hand. Seems like some people break them a lot. So far, I have not broken any, but I do have to get some to have on hand. You might hear the power takeoff engage right here, and you'll hear me rev the engine on the tractor up. But one thing to keep in mind with the shuttle shift, as long as I'm in the second range of the 3 ranges on the transfer case, I only have to go to about 1700 RPMs to get the 540 RPMs at the power takeoff. To me, that's a fuel savings instead of running at 2700 RPMs, or if I was in low range. So most of our property is wooded with saplings. The land had been clear cut about 10 years ago. So most of the trees are, 4 to 6 inches in diameter. There are a few scattered larger ones. But basically, most of what I'm going to be clearing is small stuff. So once I get the chute set and get chipping here, what I found is with this small stuff from trimming, it worked fine, but it's actually a little bit more time consuming because it doesn't have enough weight to pull it into the hopper. Versus whole trees, I can cut a whole tree down and it just feeds right through. And you'll see that in a couple minutes. So you can kind of see that the challenge with these small branches is they also have several small branches off of them. So they Y out, and you kind of, there's not a lot of weight to these, so you kind of have to help them along a little bit. They don't pull themselves in just because they're so light. So one thing I believe some people might ask is why I didn't just get a standalone chipper with a gas motor. And the reason I didn't go that route is I would rather maintain one motor and run one motor than to maintain several motors and have some of them sitting around for months not running. Often I've had small engines gum up or different problems, and then they don't run. You end up having to rebuild the carburetor, clean the carburetor. The gas goes bad. So the nice thing about doing this on the tractor is I use the tractor all the time. So as long as I maintain the tractor, then the tractor engine runs and I'll keep it running. Well, enough with this small trimmings. I went across and I cut down a couple small saplings that are representative of a lot of what will be taken down. Here it goes. As you can see, it's a lot easier, a lot faster than all those small trimmings. I just can't wait to get in there and become wood chips. So I hope you can see that this wood chipper and the zero turn are going to be a great asset to our farm in building the farm of tomorrow. Thank you for coming along. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. If you have one of these and have any tips, we're certainly open to it. If you liked our video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. It's free. And share our videos with others that you think might enjoy them. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.